Hello everyone, Espurr here. Now, what is today's game on Zones Mako? We're watching the Flingza. Funny thing, you guys have double missile. Uh, that would have been really good in Splat 2 if it was double K-shot. Unfortunately, this is not double K-shot. This is double Flingza. That's basically like having double backline. Even though Flingza doesn't have the range of a backline, you still put it in the backline slot due to its difficulty to push. Now, let's see. So you're pretty close to your missiles. You should pop it right now. Pop to the right. There you go. And let's try to go. You should be able to cap zone with this. There we go. There we... That mine was not really necessary. And then you dive in, trying to kill someone in a way that would obviously expose you. Okay, the bigger question is how did the ink vac not suck up that Booyah Bomb? Anyways. So you do get it. All you really need to do is just fling ink into the zone, and you should get it. You have no reason to push up right now. You do have a reason to back up, and you do back up. Now you're going to try to go for a flank. Okay, so something really important with flanks, if you want them to actually work. Flanks will only work if you actually have your target right before you're shooting. If you don't know who your target is, okay, flanks are good because they give you an element of surprise. You do it because of surprise. You'll get a first shot, and in that first shot, you'll get some kind of advantage in the kill. I'm going to pause. So, but the thing is, in order to do that, you need to know who you're shooting at. So if you flank, and you don't know, and you don't see anyone, and you don't know where anyone is, and you don't have a shot lineup the moment you get out of your ink, there was no point to your flank. You've basically wasted your surprise round, and now you're in an even fight. Except you're probably not in an even fight, because you're in a flanking position. You're probably at a disadvantageous fight, because you're surrounded or, have something like that. Something is working against you. So, you're just in a bad spot now, which is exactly why you died there. Anyways, looking at this, I think here you're trying to ledge camp. Let's reevaluate how your ledge camping went. Yeah. Let's see. So, when it comes to ledge camping, you need to know, first of all, when you're getting surrounded. If you're getting surrounded and when you're ledge camping, that's not good. Second of all, when it comes to ledge camping, you're ledge camping pretty similar to how like a carbon or a spot roller would do it. And while you can do it that way, your weapon has another way of ledge camping, which is to stay a little bit further back and to vertical swing, or you can be that close up and vertical swing as well. Still, that's an option. In that situation, though, you probably, if anything, you probably should have recognized that you were getting surrounded, and that you probably should have tried getting out if you could have. Actually, I kind of doubt that you could have, to be honest. So, I guess you were just destined to die at that point. Don't drop, get out. There's a Kraken, get out. You're lucky that the Kraken isn't trying to kill you and didn't know where you were. And now you waste your surprise round, and now you're probably gonna die. Yeah, you do get a trade, but to be honest, you probably shouldn't have gotten that trade. Yeah, I think the main thing that's killing you right now, because you did it twice. You went up to the flanking position twice, you wasted your first shot, and then because you wasted your first shot, you kind of just lost the fight because you're in a bad spot. You pop the missile and attempt to try to... You better be pushing up right now. You gotta push them. Okay, your missile's basically paint zone. Now you know there's a Kraken. Leave. Okay. Doing this kind of move was kind of an insult to their intelligence. Like, of course you're gonna be over there. Of course you're gonna try to push up to that ledge. Of course you're gonna try to ledge camp it. And what do? They kind of just fling their ink, really. That's really all they need to do. Maybe if that guy was a shooter, it'd be fine. But a shooter without a bomb. But they weren't. They were a roller. And rollers can deal with ledge campers. Okay. They can do it okay. And even if they weren't great at it, you were still surrounded, so. Yeah. Anyways, here all you can really do is just grab your missile, pop it. There we go. Alright, it's gamer time. Why did... There was probably some missile sharing. There's a Kraken. I really don't like how you respond to Krakens. The response to Krakens isn't to go in deeper. The response to Krakens is to find out where they are and then go somewhere else. If you go into the like enemy front line, if you dive into them, what you're doing is you're not. I think what probably happened, the sort of mentality that grew out of that or formed that was, hey, there's a Kraken on board. I don't know where it is. I'm gonna go into the enemy's like front line or dive the enemy because the Kraken probably isn't there. Now there's a few reasons why that's bad. One, you're still diving the enemy. You're probably going to immediately die because of course you are. You're diving the enemy when it probably isn't a good time. So they're just gonna shoot you, which is exactly what happened. Secondly, because you don't know where the Kraken is, the Kraken might be at the enemy side. And even if they aren't, they might just turn around and just impale you. If you know there's a Kraken on board, you probably want to instead just find out where it is really, and then play somewhere else. That's the best thing to do. Alright, now let's see. So you do pop a missile, and then move back up to zone. Alright. So, yep, that is the right thing to... It was one of the right things to do, but then you mess it up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure when it comes to ink backs, you don't kill them by flinging your ink. And you kind of knew that. And it seems like you know that to kill an ink back who's actually actively going, you roll over them. But you didn't act like you knew that. You kept trying to fling your ink right as they were up to you. Which, I mean, on one hand, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're getting slowed, so you didn't think you'd actually make... I actually don't really know that the interaction between Inkvac and Roller all too much. Can the Inkvac outblock you? I guess that's the question. Regardless, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just try to walk at them with the Roller. If you're already that close. At least try it. And if it doesn't work, then don't do it again. Anyways, you kind of just held forward because, well, you had to. You know, nothing else you could do. And of course they shot you because of what else we're gonna do. Now I will say this. The person who sent me this game wanted me to evaluate how much they've improved. Which, okay, so even though this isn't the best showing, that's kind of because of the games I asked for. I don't ask for your good games, I ask for your bad games. But one thing I can already tell is the main issue I was bringing up back then was that they were placing a ton of mines that were like, served no purpose. Here, what I can say is there was a lot less of that. I did not see them place any mines that... No, I think I saw two. No. I might have seen one or two that didn't really have too much of a purpose or didn't need to be placed. But all the other mines they placed, yeah, there was a pretty good purpose. There was a pretty fair reason. You know, they weren't killing themselves trying to place mines, basically. That's the improvement. Well done on that. But as for actual problems, I think the main one is knowing like how to properly flank. Really, basically, when you flank, your first shot needs to be the one that kills. If you don't kill in the first shot, then there's a fair chance that the enemy's just going to kill you because you're probably in a bad spot. But that'll be it for today. See y'all.